everyone. My name is Diego Alfonso, and I'm your host with the Florida Aviation Network. We are broadcasting free and in the clear from the Aerospace Discovery in the Florida Air Museum at the Sun and Fun Complex in Lakeland, Florida, during the 43rd Annual Fly-In and Exhibition. Today, we want to let you know that we had a great day yesterday. And today we have a little changes in the schedule, but I would like to take this opportunity to talk to you about a very important event that is taking place in Central Florida. And it is about the Larry Enlow CFI of the Year Award. If you're a pilot or you're involved in aviation in any way, shape, or form, you probably recognize that name. Larry Enlow has been involved in aviation for a long time, and I'm going to give you a little bit of history on him. It is an honor for me to be able to do this on a day like this and in a place like this. Larry Enlow was born in Orlando, Florida, where he lived all his life except when he went to Vietnam. He's a Vietnam veteran. He came back, he became a pilot, and he also became a CFI because he was always so concerned about aviation safety. From the very early days in aviation, he showed a tremendous interest in aviation safety. He was the director of the Orlando Aero Club for many, many, many years, a club that was, I could say, regimented on a very strict standards when it came to safety. He also is one of the founders of the FAA production crew, and this goes back to probably around 1990, where the FAA, under the command of O.B. Young, started to produce videos, safety videos, instructional videos from the FAA Safety Center at the Lakeland Airport in Lakeland, Florida. Well, Larry was not only a founder, but he was a tremendous contributor, not only in time, knowledge, expertise, but also money. He contributed to a lot of things that we needed to make the thing work better, and he was always at the forefront. Then Larry became a pilot examiner for the Orlando FSDO, or FSDO 15. Larry was an examiner for many years, and then he became an FAA inspector. Larry was highly instrumental in discovering that we were having a series of incidents and accidents in our FSDO, especially at the first solo or second or third solo. Additionally, even private pilots and commercial pilots, even CFIs were having problems. Not only landing problems, but also gear up landings, which became a very, very significant dark spot for the district. And Larry, among others, created what it was known as the time the CFI Special Emphasis Program. This was designed to help the CFI become a better CFI in the hopes that we can diminish or eliminate any incidents or accidents in any phase of flight, but specifically was addressing the landing phase. Larry, this program was such a huge success, and still is, that FISDOs from around the country came and wanted to know what was it that we were doing. And I don't want to use the word copy, but they kind of took what we were doing in this FISDO and implemented that in their FISDO because they thought that was tremendously important. I had the pleasure of being a colleague both at the pilot examiner level and at the FAA level. I was also an FAA inspector. Had the opportunity to work very close with him. Actually, our cubicles were a few feet apart. His work ethics are unparalleled. I don't think, and I know there are a lot of very good inspectors and dedicated inspectors in the FAA, but I think Larry is the top. I've never seen anybody so dedicated to his work and to aviation safety. Larry went to the extent that he oversaw most of the pilot examiners in the district, and they all had his cell number. If you needed to talk to Larry, it doesn't matter what time it was, you could call him, and Larry was going to be there. That's the kind of individual that he was. He was also a DC-3 pilot examiner, and on his last check, he took on the DC-3, he then went on a ride, and that ride did not end it successfully. And the airplane crashed and he perished. However, the reasons of the accident and why the accident happened were completely beyond Larry's control. Because besides being an avid promoter of safety, he was an excellent pilot. I had the privilege of flying with Larry in many, many, many occasions. As a matter of fact, he was the check pilot for the FAA inspectors, and every 3 months, inspectors have to go and jump through the hoops. And Larry was the person in charge in this district to do that. It was a terrific loss. It was a tragic loss, and both as a friend and as an FAA inspector, and the aviation community also received a great loss. Because of that, the FISDO in this area created the Larry Enlow CFI of the Year Award to commemorate Larry's life, to honor Larry's role in aviation safety and in the CFI program. And now, when a CFI of the Year award is given in this district, is called the Larry Enlow CFI of the Year Award. And I felt that you needed to know that. So when you see that name, now you know what is behind that name. I wish that all pilots can live up to those standards. We will have a better aviation community. Well, our time is up. And again, my name is Diego Alfonso, and I'm signing off with the Florida Aviation Network.